I don't know why it is, but I'm frightened. A fear just about as vague as its object. Maybe it isn't really a fear, it's more just a sense of disquiet. A feeling that things are a little wrong. It's vague because that's what that hitchhiker is. He's vague. I wonder why it is he's always there.
And Ashley, Twilight Zone review. Sorry we missed you yesterday, but there was so much going on with gold and silver. I wanted to space the post out a little bit. I know we said we were going to do the Jack Klugman final episode. We figured, hey, we're 20%, 15% through the series. Why don't we space it out a little? So we're going to do a classic, The Hitchhiker. And Ashley, why don't you give them the episode info? I know it was season 1, I believe 14 of the series run. And go for it, Ashley.
So The Hitchhiker originally aired 11/22/60. Oh, hello. Hi. Written by Rod Serling, based on the radio play The Hitchhiker by Lucille Fletcher, producer Buck Houghton Houghton, director Alvin Ganzer. And the cast is Nan Adams is Inger Stevens. The Hitchhiker is Leonard Strong. The Sailor is Adam Williams. And there's more, but I won't go on to all of them. Those are the main people. So, The Hitchhiker.
This is known as a... it's one of the ones parodied in a million trillion things. I remember when I was a kid, and this was filmed in 1959. It aired in 1959 because it's one of the first season. Maybe it aired in the very beginning of 1960.
It said 11...
Yeah, November 59?
60.
Oh, it did air in 60. January 1960.
No, November.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
This says November 26th.
There's no way it says that. It's season 1.
Originally aired 11/22/60. Maybe it's a typo.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It might be a typo.
Because season 1 was fall of 59 to spring of 60. Go to the episode before it and after that. We're going to figure this out. Because that,
What was the episode before it? They're not in order in the book.
We'll figure this out later, guys. We won't keep you waiting. But that's definitely a mistake.
Okay.
Because season 1 was September 59 to spring of 60. So that's definitely not correct. It's got to be January.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's really annoying, actually. Yeah, season 2 was fall of 60 to spring of 61. And this is the 14th of the run. So yeah, that is a typo. But anyway, it was filmed in 59. It scared the crap out of me. I remember it's just a weird looking guy. The guy that plays the hitchhiker.
He's super weird looking.
And like being a little kid in the 90s, watching it on the marathons, it freaked me out. I remember it was a spooky episode. Even as a little kid whose dad had taken him to see Chucky a couple months prior. And, that scared me. I'm talking like real little kid. But anyway, here's Ashley with some of the episode rundown.
So Nan is the main character. She is driving from New York to California on vacation, which that sounds like a horrible vacation to me, driving by yourself cross country.
Oh, real quick. What would you rate it?
I'm going to give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8.5. It's a classic, and it did scare me as a kid, even though it was in the 90s when I watched it. So I'm going to give it some points for that. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Nice. It's definitely a classic.
And I like the actress.
The main actor, I was literally just about to say that. She's fantastic. Unfortunately, she didn't have a very long life. She deleted herself a little bit after Twilight Zone. I guess she had some mental issues, but she's a really, really amazing actress. She's beautiful. She does a very convincing job. Basically, she's driving cross country by herself, and she sees this man. She gets in a wreck. A mechanic fixes her car and tells her how lucky she is, that it was just like a little fender bender, basically, that she didn't get hurt. And so she starts driving cross country, and she sees this little man. She describes him as like a sad, strange, gray little scarecrow looking man. So that's exactly what he looks like. He looks like a little creepy hitchhiker, these old clothes. He's always there. Everywhere she goes, he's there. He's there. He's there. So that creeps her out because she's driving cross country, but every time she looks around, he's there.
And we won't give away the ending.
No.
Because it's kind of a big part of the episode. When we absolutely have to, we'll give a spoiler alert and give the ending away, but I don't think we need to for this. I think the premise is interesting enough. But definitely one of those twist endings. And it's a good episode. It's worth watching. I mean, I'm usually harder on the classic kind of, To Serve Man, which we haven't done yet, but I'm going to be hard on that one because it's like so parodied and such a pop culture classic intertwined thing. Like Time Enough at Last.
Yeah.
I don't think it's I don't think it's in my top 10. Am I holding a grudge because it's such a widely acclaimed episode and I'm being harder on it? I don't think so, but maybe. But this one's definitely a great episode. I don't know if it's in my top 10. Probably not. If I gave it an 8.5, but it's definitely in my top 20 or so. Definitely a great episode. This would be a great movie script.
Yeah.
A lot of Twilight Zone episodes, these 26-minute episodes minus the commercials, a lot of them would have been really good movies. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how you know it's a really good script and really good writing. Because, a lot of these, 50 shows, half-hour TV shows minus the 4 minutes. Are you hot too?
So hot.
Yeah, so am I. It just got really hot in the bedroom over here. Yeah, I thought it was just me. I was about to feel like, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Oh, it's really hot.
Can you make sure the heat's off?
It's off. I just checked.
Well, I literally felt like I was like, I'm going to faint. And then Ashley started waving her hand at her face, like to fan herself. Well, we're going to go turn on the air conditioner so we don't pass out. But yeah, great episode all around. Any last thoughts? The actress, what's her name again?
Inger Stevens.
She's in a season 2 episode, which we like a lot. But unfortunately, they cut the budget in season 2, and there's 6 episodes where they use digital,
Video.
Excuse me, not digital. It's it's 1960, 61. They used video, and it kind of looks like these live soap operas, like the way those are filmed, because those are daily, so that it's cheaper. The way they record is cheaper. And it just really takes a lot out of the episodes. And unfortunately, they did it to one of my favorite episodes. It's like a Christmas episode with the guy from The Honeymooners, Art Carney, which would have been a 10. Would have been one of my top 3 episodes. And it's still a great episode. But it's an example of them using video instead of film. Right? Instead of film?
Yeah.
That just really ruined the episode. And she's in one of these are her only 2 episodes. I think it would have been really good, but it loses massive points because of the video thing. And there's a couple other episodes out of the 6, and it's just, really unfortunate because it probably would have been, her other episode would have been probably, it really loses a lot with the video because of the premise of the episode. And, it is what it is. But, definitely a classic. Definitely, I would say there's no more pop culture. Maybe To Serve Man and Time Enough at Last. Mm-hmm. Eye of the Beholder, maybe. Eye of the Beholder for sure. I would say this is in those top 4 or 5 that are super in the pop culture and parodied a lot. And, it's a good episode. Enjoy it.
Bye.
Later.